Imagine an animal capable of withstanding an impact that would instantly kill a human. A creature whose horns weigh as much as its entire skeleton. A beast that can leap across sheer cliffs as if gravity doesn't exist. Unbelievable? But this is just the beginning of an amazing story about the true masters of the mountains. Are you ready to discover who they are, these mysterious conquerors of the peaks? Bighorn sheep. That's what these mountain rams are called, whose kingdom stretches across the western ranges of the continent. Their powerful horns and impressive size have long been legendary among wildlife researchers and trophy hunters. But behind this formidable appearance lies a whole world full of mysteries and amazing discoveries. Complex social relationships and incredible adaptations to life in extreme conditions make bighorn sheep some of the most enigmatic inhabitants of mountain peaks. Male bighorns can reach impressive sizes. Their body length exceeds 1.5 meters, and their weight reaches up to 150 kilograms. Females are noticeably smaller, but no less agile in overcoming mountain obstacles. Like many ungulates, bighorn sheep live in separate herds for most of the year. The young stay with the females, while adult males form separate bachelor groups. Amazingly, just a few days after birth, lambs are able to climb the steepest cliffs. The secret to their mastery lies in the special structure of their hooves. Soft pads provide secure grip even on smooth stones. Nevertheless, at a young age, such journeys are still fraught with risk, and the little ones have to exercise caution and ingenuity. In addition to their miracle hooves, rams possess phenomenally sharp vision. It not only helps them spot predators in time, but also allows them to calculate jump trajectories with pinpoint accuracy. After all, the slightest mistake on a narrow ledge could cost them their lives. It's no wonder that evolution has gifted bighorn sheep with such an important advantage. Spring and summer are times of intensive feeding for mountain sheep. They need to accumulate enough fat reserves to survive the harsh winter. With the onset of cold weather, the need for food only increases, and not just for herbivores. For predators, tough times arrive when their usual prey becomes hard to access. In winter, bighorn sheep often find themselves under the close attention of wolf packs. The predators patrol every corner of their domain in search of food. Their favorite tactic is to corner their prey, cutting off all escape routes. Caught between wolves and a precipice, the sheep find themselves in an extremely dangerous situation. However, bighorns don't lose their composure even in such extreme circumstances. While the wolves wait for the right moment to attack, their potential victims try to take more advantageous positions. Often, swift escape becomes the only salvation. When the distance between predator and prey is reduced to a minimum, an exciting chase begins across the snowy slopes. It might seem that the massive sheep have little chance of escaping from fast and agile wolves. But this is where their superior knowledge of the terrain and adaptation to moving on rocky relief come into play. Even while lacking in speed, bighorns manage to outrun their pursuers. The mountains are their native element, giving them an undeniable advantage. However, it would be a mistake to think that bighorn sheep have few natural enemies. The same mountains are home to predators no less skilled in conquering steep slopes. One of the most dangerous opponents is the mountain lion. Unlike wolves, this big cat hunts alone, which has its advantages. It can wait for hours in ambush, looking out for weakened, young, or simply inattentive sheep. Bighorns know all the mountain trails perfectly, and, even when caught by surprise, instantly find ways to retreat. However, lightning-fast reactions and powerful legs allow the mountain lion to catch up to its prey in just a few leaps. Wide paws and a long tail serving as a balancer help it move confidently across the most challenging terrain. And sharp claws and impressive fangs quickly finish the hunt. Fortunately for the sheep, not all mountain lions specialize in them, but there are individuals whose diet consists almost entirely of bighorns. Such predators can cause significant damage to the local population, and yet, far more sheep die not from teeth and claws, but as a result of avalanches and rockfalls. The harsh mountain environment harbors many dangers. With the arrival of autumn, one of the most vibrant and dramatic periods begins in the life of bighorn sheep. At this time, males and females unite into large mixed herds, and rams armed with impressive horns engage in epic duels for the right to become the king of the mountain and gain access to females. These exciting duels unfold against the backdrop of majestic mountain landscapes. Although males reach sexual maturity by 3 years of age, at such a young age they are not yet strong enough for serious fights. Usually, the first real tournament battles don't happen until the age of 6. By this time, the rams have gained impressive muscle mass and grown truly powerful horns. The horns of bighorn sheep are truly impressive. Their total length can exceed a meter, and their weight can reach 13 kilograms. This is comparable to the mass of the animal's entire skeleton. No wonder that before the fight begins, opponents spend a long time sizing each other up, assessing their chances of victory. The ritual of the duel includes elements of demonstrating strength and provocation. Often, one of the rams tries to provoke the opponent, resorting to peculiar insults. He may demonstratively lick stones or hit them with his hoof, showing contempt with his whole demeanor. The intensity of passions reaches its peak, and it seems that the insulted male is ready to retreat. But this is just a ruse. In fact, the ram is increasing the distance for a more powerful charge. Strong hind legs allow bighorns not only to move swiftly, but also to jump high, increasing the force of impact. When two enraged males rush towards each other at a speed of 35 kilometers per hour, the collision looks truly devastating. Such an impact could easily kill a human on the spot, but bighorns are perfectly prepared for such trials. Their horns are attached to an incredibly strong skull consisting of 2 bone layers. Combined with thick skin and powerful neck muscles, this provides excellent shock absorption. Nevertheless, the noise from the collision spreads for a kilometer around. Duels can last for hours, accompanied by dizzying maneuvers on sheer cliffs. The rams demonstrate wonders of equilibristics, continuing to exchange powerful blows on narrow stone ledges. Despite all the ferocity of the fight, fatal outcomes are rare. Sooner or later, one of the rivals acknowledges defeat and humbly bows his head. Paradoxically, it was the impressive horns, serving as the bighorn's main tool for survival, that nearly became the cause of their complete disappearance. The spectacular headgear of mountain sheep turned into a coveted hunting trophy. If 200 years ago the population was estimated at 2 million individuals, by the beginning of the 20th century, no more than 10,000 remained. In addition to hunting extermination, bighorn sheep faced other problems. Life in close-knit herds has its downsides, the main one being the rapid spread of diseases. Pneumonia poses a particular danger, capable of wiping out up to 90% of the herd. Fortunately, thanks to the creation of national parks, today the number of bighorn sheep is gradually increasing, although it's still far from its former abundance. Observing bighorn sheep, one can't help but marvel at how evolution has prepared them for life in such extreme conditions. Every detail of their anatomy, from their sturdy skull to their tenacious hooves, is perfectly adapted for conquering inaccessible peaks. We want to believe that thanks to nature conservation efforts, future generations will also be able to admire the majestic sight of bighorn sheep proudly gazing at the world from the heights of rocky cliffs. These animals are a living embodiment of the strength and resilience of the mountain realm, deserving our admiration and careful stewardship.